The time right now is 9 a.m. sharp. It is January 10th. And by all accounts and reason, I should not be awake right now. This is very, very much unlike me. But I'm here. I'm in my office. And bedroom, if we're being honest. Consolidation works well when you've got enough space for it. To do both rooms anyway. But got some ambient music playing and the windows open. Blinds are drawn. It's sunny out. I've got a hot coffee and things are peaceful. I'm just sitting doing translation work for this project, and I don't know. Everything about this almost feels too personal to share, and yet too good to be selfish about keeping. It's been so long since I felt like this. Since I've had a moment where I feel completely in sync with everything that I'm actually doing. And that it has a purpose, that it has a reason, that it is entirely good and it is right, and there's nothing bad or horrible in it or selfish in it. It feels like me. It feels correct. It's almost like this was something I was meant to do all along. And every reason I had to deny doing it before now was because this was the time that I needed it. This was the time that I needed it. And maybe... No, I know that there are others who needed it too. And maybe you will too. This project, it's not just a curiosity, it's art in the truest sense. Because it not only expresses something, it does something for the consumer. If anybody picked up that noise, that would be Binks playing with the blinds as he jumps into the window. But it does something for people. And it has most certainly done something for me. It did it back in 2014 when I first read the novel, and it has certainly done it again for me now. Although it's had a different amount of effects. I understand everything a lot more clearly now. But it took all of where I've been to reach this point of understanding. And being able to treat this right, the way that it needs to be treated. And I feel hopeful. I feel good. I feel good. And it's been a while since I could say that. Without a trace of doubt. Project Blue, as I've called it, but will no doubt be unable to keep the true nature from some of you before the reveal for this video, has actually been in progress since December. Reading, note-taking, rereading, and moments spent getting something to eat, trying to let my brain air out and recover from such immersive dives, was the entire flow of the beginning. Well, that and formulating ideas about how to even make a video version of something as insane and involved as this subject. I'll tell you what though, often when you're stuck on a problem, you get precisely what you need when you least expect it. And for problems that remain, you don't have to go too crazy. You just have to be clever and think outside the realm of what you were considering. Be open to ideas that can come to you, even if they're unconventional. Project Blue will be the first Nightmind video to incorporate entirely original footage and visuals from start to finish. Everything is going to be crafted or filmed for it custom. This includes, hopefully, the music. I've asked a talented contact and friend if they'd like to be a part of the endeavor. We'll be discussing the aim for the sound later in the week. Meanwhile, I have an actor who is just as excited about the idea of what we're doing as I am, and it's been incredible to talk with him as he's undergone his own research into the study for the first time as I go through mine again for this project. Project Blue's source material was something I was first exposed to in the summer of 2014. Now I'm back to it, and my understanding of what I've read and how it all works, what it means, how it forms itself, all of that is so much better. The beautiful part of saying that is that I can also say the magic still is not lost on me, even if I do know the tricks behind it. It's very seldom that you can say that. Reading began in December, finished in December. Proper investigation of the leads I wrote down in my notes and necessary rereading took place early this month, January, as well as talks with my actor. This week I began the really big part, plotting and scripting. But I've also indulged myself a little by getting a jump start on a necessary task, acquiring materials. For this video, I have challenges that cannot be met by normal means. They are way too big for my capabilities and resources right now, so being crafty while staying true to the art with what I can do is the challenge. With the understanding I have at the end of the research period for this whole crazy journey and its meanings, however, I feel like this is the absolute best way to adapt it given my situation. It's appropriate, it's on theme, and it's something I didn't even think of until I tripped over the idea suddenly while thinking about all the small bits of side action in the novel, and I had a eureka moment. It just fit entirely too well. So where are we right now on January 13th, 2019? I think it's fun to look at numbers in relation to projects sometimes, so let's do it that way. For Project Blue, I have read 2 books. The first consisted of pouring through 662 pages, with many stops along the way to go back to other pages and look at footnotes, follow lines of logic, and be redirected to odd and familiar places. It's a well-trodden 662 pages by now. Adding to that, we have Book 2, of which I read 81 pages. In total, I have punched through at least 700 pages of writing, including a lot of moments of backtracking. This resulted in 11 pages of handwritten notes, followed by a Word document getting all the handwritten material down, and my additional notes, which comes out to 20 pages in length. I wish I had cataloged the hours involved in all the reading, but it hadn't even occurred to me to do so. I'll be doing that for the construction period that begins soon. So, what do we have for the construction? To start, I have purchased 3 pieces of 12 by 24 inch plywood, 4 pieces of 3 by 24 inch basswood, 4 packages of 7-inch wood slats, each package containing 6 pieces, so that's 24 7-inch wood slats, 8 square wooden dowels, 50 square craft sticks, a box of 1,000 popsicle sticks, a small woodworking handsaw, an X-Acto knife for precision cuts, an extendable utility cutter and a box of replacement blades, a package of geometry rulers, a 36-inch wooden ruler, and 2 miniature item packs of books, which is way more appropriate as my first purchase of pre-made miniatures than I realized when I bought them. The breakdown of sources comes to just 3 stores: Michaels, Joann's, and Hobby Lobby. Joann's Fabrics, ironically enough, beats Michaels in terms of selection when it comes to all the material I'm going to need for this project, most of which will have nothing to do with fabric. Go figure. The receipt from Michaels contains only items that will be used for this project, the total of which comes out to $67.41. The receipt from Joann's results in total items for this project specifically costing $27.31, and in the same case for Hobby Lobby, it's $21.97. So far, the total investment for the project comes to $116.69. It's going to be much more than that for sure once I have a better understanding of the needs for crafting as I build out rooms. There will definitely be paint to buy, some cloth, and more miniature items. Total number of rooms I need to construct for this so far that I can think of: 5, with a weird construction that can't quite be called a room but will still take a lot of wood or cardboard down the line. I am crazy. I am definitely crazy, but for this I am absolutely willing to be. The last time I did anything like this, I ended up making Don't Hug Me I'm Scared explained. This is like the production work levels for that video mixed with my feelings for Marble Hornets explained. I am so in love with this project and what can be done for it. All day long, I just see the visions of how scenes can look, how everything can look, over and over again. There's such anticipation in the dance from intro to Revelation Point 1, Revelation Point 2, the transitions that bring things together, all the pieces and problems and mysteries that I can bring to the table and put together in front of the audience and explain after all these years. Even when I didn't get it before, I get it now, and it's thrilling. Everything I can put on camera to illustrate all these points, the action, the scenes, the moments in the novel. It's exciting, you know? It's everything I can do for a subject that deserves everything that I can give it, and I feel happy just knowing that I'm doing this. I love my work again, and I love getting lost in the visions of what the final product can be. I just keep seeing them. The scenes in my head, the shots, the action. I've returned to being a daydreamer whose imagination plays with everything, and that's how I know I'm alive. Oh, I almost forgot. One more number to add to the list of inventory items. One foreign film watched, about an hour and 45 minutes in length, with subtitles that came 2 minutes too late for every scene, and somehow it didn't impact the experience. That was yesterday morning that I sat down and watched it, actually, after confirming it was indeed necessary for the research and very much connected to the experience. And it was enlightening, I'll tell you that. I suppose that's all for now. The next week is going to see scripting, maybe some crafting. I need to schedule a visit with my actor, go over plans in person, see the layout of the environment we'll be working in, and talk to my musician contact. It's all shaping up, and I'm feeling great. And I feel really good that I can actually go ahead and document this process alongside its making and show it to you guys. This is something new that I'm doing for sure, and I enjoy it. I enjoy watching this grow and having a record of it. Being able to share it with you, instead of just saying at the end, oh yeah, it was a lot of work, it was this many hours, and it was like this. Now, in a way, I can have you alongside, and that's fun. So, thank you.